Wow, it's different when you're on stage, huh? First and foremost, I want to say thank you to Daryl, his staff, the sponsors, everybody for getting together and making this event happen for us. Give them a huge round of applause, please. Secondly, I'd like to give myself a round of applause, please. Not because I'm on stage, but because I woke up at 4 in the morning to drive all the way here from Long Island.
Yeah.
Do we have anybody here from Long Island? Make some noise, come on, let them know you're in the building. If you're from Long Island, the 495, the Long Island Expressway, there's potholes everywhere. I feel like I'm in Super Mario Kart, just dodging potholes. Hello, Super Mario. A big round of applause for you guys for being in attendance, right? Because you're committed to taking your business to the next level. Round of applause. You know what's crazy is that it was never my idea to get into real estate. It was my wife's idea. Who here is married? By a show of hands. Fellas, you can concur with this that they're usually 99% right all the time. Ladies, am I right or wrong? Anybody single in the room? Raise your hands. Take a little round. You're welcome. Find somebody, mazel tov. So let's jump into the 10 ideas that I have. I like to think of these as more things that I implement in my business. Number one, and I'm going to run through them really quick, and then I'll touch base into them. Number one would be, for me, is confidence. You have to be confident. You have to know the business that you're in, which means that you have to be educated. You have to provide value. If there's a new loan out there, you have to get familiar with it, right? Because our industry, the more that we learn, the more that we earn. So confidence is key. Another thing is mindset. Mindset is huge. Mindset is key. I know a lot of agents, when I train them, they're like, oh, I'm not sure if I can really do this. But if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you, right? You got the best coach in the world. Daryl's a really, really good coach. But you have to believe in yourself first. If not, you're here for nothing. And I don't think you guys are here for nothing. Am I right or wrong? Number 3 would be door knocking. Who here door knocks? I thought we were going to see more hands go up, but it's good. More market share. Door knocking is free. It's extremely effective. I built a massive business on just door knocking and cold calling. I started in this business with little to no money. And these were literally just at my hands, right? Expired, you find them on MLS, you go door knock somebody, they curse you out, okay, next. Right? But you're out there meeting people, shaking hands, creating relationships. Number 4 for me would be social media. The way that this all came about was literally from a post on social media. I saw Daryl speak in 2019. I attended his class. I said, wow, this guy's really good. I gotta go see him live. I went to go see him live. The tickets were all sold out. Somebody couldn't go last minute. I purchased the ticket. It was the best investment I ever made. I saw Daryl speak, and I wrote a letter to myself in 2019. I still remember the date. It's 1/30/2019. And that letter was so impactful because I thought, everything that I'm going to put on this paper, if I don't accomplish this, I didn't fail Daryl, I failed myself. And to get that letter a year later and realize, wow, I let myself down. I didn't accomplish any of these goals. I didn't want that, right? Nobody wants to fail, right or wrong. Everybody wants to be successful. That's why we're all here. So when I got that letter, I opened it, and I was like, wow, I accomplished everything that I put on this paper. Wow. So what was on that paper? I wanted to make 6 figures, right? Who doesn't want to make 6 figures? It's nice. Although you gotta pay taxes, then it's, you gotta make more than 6 figures. But the one thing is that everybody wants to make 6 figures, but not everybody has a 6-figure hustle. And that's where mindset comes in, right? You have to step out of your shell. You gotta do things that other agents aren't willing to do. See how the hands went up, door knocking? Not a lot of many hands went up. Take advantage. It's like Daryl said yesterday, there's no competition. right? The market share is all yours. So that was one goal. My second goal was that my fiance at the time was going to be pregnant with my son, my second son. And that happened. Had a beautiful baby boy named Michael. Thank you. Third was I was going to purchase my house, my first house, and I was going to buy I was going to buy my first investment property, which that happened as well. And fourth, if you were Realty Connect USA, and I see Paul Musso over here, Frank used to be with us. These are two guys that when I got into the business in 2016, they were always winning awards. And I looked up to them, right? Because they're monsters in the real estate field in New York. If you're not familiar with them, get familiar. And very inspired with them. And I was sitting there in 2016, thinking to myself, I can do that. Wow, making how much money in 3 months? I won't say, Paul. The IRS might be here. A lot of money though, a lot of money. And I had to switch my mindset from I'm scared to door knock, I'm scared to cold call. Because if I wasn't gonna take action with my own life, nobody's gonna help me, right? As you guys know, this business, you have to work. You have to put in the work. There's just nothing gets handed to you. So I accomplished everything on that list. Fourth would be for me, social media. Again, this is how this all came about. I saw Daryl again at the meeting. I told him, hey, look, I wrote that letter. I accomplished everything that I put on the letter. And he was so impressed that he invited me to speak. I said, you sure? It's a lot of potholes in the world. I know you guys spent a lot of money, but I'm like, ugh. Right? There's no refund, right, Daryl?
Right.
Good. So he was so impressed, with my story and everything that I have accomplished that he invited me to come and speak to you guys. Number 5 for me would be social media, would be cold calling. And cold calling, there's 5 components into that, right? You can call your sphere. If you're a new agent, you don't have any leads, you can reach out to the people that you know. It's one of the easiest things. And it's not so uncomfortable, right? Because you're not meeting a stranger. Number 2, if you have done a business, you can always call a past client, right? If you created a relationship with them where they feel comfortable and you've done an amazing job, there's no reason that they're going to give you a referral. Number 3 would be social prospecting. One of the easiest things to do, because you're just basically farming just on the phone. Number 4 would be expireds. And I don't know what market you guys are in, but New York has a lot of expireds, right? And most of the time when you meet an expired, they usually expired either because something changed, they hated their agent, and they had a really bad experience. So it's a little easier to pitch, right? Because they want to get sold, they just haven't found the right agent, the brokerage to represent them. And number 5, which is one of my favorites, is for sale by owners. Who here loves to talk to for sale by owners? Raise your hands. Yeah, no, not many. Wow. It's a little challenging, right? But I love the challenge because I feel like it sharpens my tool set. See, with the for sale by owners, what you guys gotta realize is that they look at you guys like a liability. Meaning they don't want to pay you. But if you come to them as an asset, how you can provide so much value, so much knowledge, and help, that's when they'll look at you differently and look at you as an asset. Just a quick story, I called a for sale by owner in a hometown in Long Island. He cursed me out. F you, F your mom, F this call, F everything, blah, blah, click. So, wow, I'm pretty effed up right now. I saw him get back on the market, he disappeared. I was like, he must have sold it. Saw him get back in the market, I had 2 options, right? My mindset that I have is I don't ever quit. That's why my wife beats me up so much, So I called him back again. And again, not many agents would do that after they get cursed out, right? They're like, I'm not gonna call again. That was tough. That was so hard. But I called him again. This time when I called him, he explained to me that he was dying. That's why he was in such a bad mood. So once he said that to me, it clicked. Wow, this guy needs help. I wasn't thinking about the commission, I wasn't thinking about the listing, I was thinking about how can I genuinely help this person? And that's when the conversation switched, right? Because when I call, I don't use a script. I use my 3W system, right? And if you use this, it's gonna work for you every time because it takes that stress off your shoulders. The first question is why? Why are you looking to sell? You need to know their story. You need to know their story. Number 2 is where are you looking to go? If you sell this house, where are you looking to go? Florida, Carolina, Vegas, buy a Ferrari, have some fun? Number 3 is when, because then you feel the urgency. Well, I want to get out of here ASAP. I hate the winter. I was snowing, by the way, when I was driving up. I hate the winter too. You want to know their urgency and how soon they're looking to sell. So back to the story. I asked him all these questions. He invited me over. He said, I remember you. I cursed you out. I'm sorry, etc., etc. We made up. I brought him some donuts. It was all good. So that he was on an oxygen tank, so that he was fighting for his life. He had a couple of health issues. So I said, you know what? I really need to help this person. I told him, Ed, I want to help you. I don't care about the listening. How can I make your life a little easier so you can transition to Florida? He said, well, I need help. There's boxes everywhere. So I was in a hoarder house. I said, Ed, I got a pod connect that I can connect you with. I can call them up. I'll hire a couple of guys, clean the whole house out. And he was like, of course. Why wouldn't he, right? He needs the help. This is where the help comes in. This is where you have to put yourself in their shoes and say, all right, what can I do to help this person and gain their trust, right? So I did that. Mind you, this is a call. And he said, all right, look, I really like you, but I can't sign with you. My wife is in Florida. She'll kill us both. I said, Ed, I don't want to die. Let's wait till she comes back. She came back. She really liked me. She didn't like the percentage, but she really liked me. It's a service business, right? Gotta get paid, it should work. At the end of the day, they ended up signing. If I didn't make this call, I would have never met Ed. I would never provided help. We text all the time now. He's 80-something years old. He texts faster than my 14-year-old son. It's crazy. He's like, yo, bro, when are you coming over? I'm like, soon, bro, chill. So I provided him help. There's so much power on the phones. If I wouldn't have made that call, I would have met Ed, a really good, really nice guy. I love his wife, helping them out. Got them a cash offer, $30,000 from his original asking price. And I had the buyer's end. Yeah. 3 calls. 1 call, cursed me out. 2nd call, said, you know what? I was dying, come over, I want to meet you. Let's make up. 3rd time, I went to sign the papers. If I would have called Ed and I would have, let that fear hold me back of being cursed out a 2nd time, I would have lost out on a $26,000 paycheck. It's a lot of money. Who can use $26,000 right now? Gotta get on the phones. Gotta get on the phones. Remember, to me, cold calling isn't cold calling, it's creating relationships. So that's what we're in the business for, creating relationships. The more people that we meet, the more value we can provide, the more help that we can give them, right? So it's all about meeting people, getting to know them, providing help, and going above and beyond the sale. So, that was all. I'm Kevin Iglesias, real estate.